Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be looking at people who dodged a bullet. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I had 2 job offers in different states at the same time. The one I didn't take was offering more money, but I just didn't gel with the guy who would be my boss and really liked the guy who would be my boss at the lower offer. The better offer was in a state I had always wanted to live in, for a company I admired, but something felt off, so I went with the lower offer. I ended up meeting my wife in the city of the lower offer. Meanwhile, the company that had given me the higher offer abruptly closed and laid off the entire staff with no severance. So if I had taken that, I would have been stuck on the other side of the country with no job and no money. One thing can change everything, you know. Oh, he met his wife. It was meant to be. Once at a bar, a woman was surprisingly into me as we danced. If I had had more confidence back then, I definitely could have taken her home. In the end, one of my karaoke buddies ended up with her instead and got caught by her husband that night. Oh my gosh, wow, they dodged a big bullet here. Jeez. I got on an intercity bus and almost sat in the middle but moved and sat at the back. The bus later collided with a truck and got opened up like a tin can. If I had sat where I originally intended, I would have been killed. That's scary. Now we have to look for where we sit in buses. Man, that's a scary thought though, seriously. Like, you don't even know what's gonna happen. Jeez. High school girlfriend wanted to talk about baby names. I was headed to college. No thoughts of being a parent. My mum even found a note in my pocket listing her favorites if we had a boy. Anyway, we broke up after 2 years. The next guy she dated was a dad within 9.5 months. It's crazy how some people do this. Like, they want to have a baby so the guy would stay with them. You know? Basically like trapping them. Yo, that's messed up. Okay. You're messing up your baby's life and the guy's life and your own life because he doesn't even like you if he's trapped in that relationship. Jeez. Sold my bar and grill business in August 2019. Wow. Well, had a friend who asked if I wanted to move to California with him and his family. I was 16 and thought it sounded fun. I didn't know at the time, but he was actually rescuing me from my insane mother and a not so happy home life. I started to think what would have happened to me if I'd stayed there. What a good friend. And, you know, and the friend's family are so good too. Yo, like, it's not easy to take in another person. Oh, bless them, seriously. Bless his friend. I hope they're forever grateful to this friend and they're friends forever. I only knew him for a year, but we became best friends. It was a weird situation. I only met the parents once before I moved out there with them. I was initially supposed to stay just for the summer, but I was told that I could stay longer if I wanted. I think this gave us both an out if things didn't work out. I ended up finishing my last year of high school living with them and stayed until I was 21. I am still in touch with my friend. That's such a wholesome story, honestly. My friend was jealous that her sister was 2 months pregnant. We ended up hooking up that night and she told me she'd like to conceive a child. I decided that was the perfect time to fake an orgasm. For the next 3 hours, she kept asking, "Are you sure you came?" After a while, I had to confess that I faked it. Why are you jealous that your sister is pregnant? What? I guess I can understand it if they've been trying with a partner for so long and they just couldn't get a kid, right? And then the sister got pregnant. I could understand them being like envious, not jealous though, okay? That's your sister. You shouldn't really be jealous that your sister's having a kid if they're happy with it, you know? Like, you should be happy for your sister. But anyways, this is so weird. It is for sure a red flag. When I was about 10 years old, I leaned backwards onto a tall bookcase shelf, which happened to have a sword collection on the highest shelf. Many of these swords had their blades exposed for show. And what would happen at that very moment? That shelf gave way and all of the swords came and landed on me, including my head. Surprisingly, I got not a single cut, no concussion, and only a small bruise on the head. And being young, I dismissed this incident with gracious forgetfulness. I feel like kids, they don't really get hurt that easily, you know? Like, I guess it's because, I don't know, man, something's protecting them. I once met a girl at a bar a few years ago. She was hot and she started a conversation with me. I don't remember about what, but at the end of it, I wanted to ask her out. But being extremely shy, I couldn't. If she hadn't started to talk to me, I would have just admired and avoided her, being a big and awkward guy. Anyway, I went to the bathroom to clear my head, and when I came back, I saw my friend who I came with asked her out. A total jerk move because I told him I wanted to ask her out, and I just stood there with an awkward smile waiting for him to leave so I could drink my anger away. Couple of days after that, a mutual friend said that the friend from the bar was robbed by a girl he had brought to his apartment. So still today, I get mixed feelings when I see him. Well, it doesn't change the fact that he was not your friend. For sure, that's a jerk move though. Your friend telling you that they're interested in this person, and then you're gonna go and get together with that person. Please don't do this if you really care about your friend. Jeez. I got wasted on freshly cooked plum spirit in the middle of winter in the mountains, southwest of France. Decided to go home instead of sleeping it off. I was staying with some friends, 1 kilometer away, so it wasn't a long walk. The friends I was staying with wanted to party a bit longer. 4 hours later, I dodged a bullet when they checked to see if I was there instead of going straight to bed. They retraced their steps and found me in a ditch, covered in snow and probably piss, with my fly open, across the street from where I left the party. 100% would have died of hypothermia since it was freezing and snowing, and I didn't wake up from that coma until the next day. This is why if you're gonna get wasted, always have a friend watch your back or something, okay? Don't all get wasted, you know. You know, there's always that one designated driver, isn't there? Yeah, you know, just make sure. If you're gonna get like really, really wasted, tell your friend or something so they know to look out for you. Not me, but my friend. We were in a bar and she was talking to a dude she met on Tinder. When she turned around, I saw him put something into her beer. I walked up, pretended to stumble and knocked it out of her hand. Apologized, told her I'd buy her next beer. And when we walked over to the bar, I told her what he did. We left right after. Decided to grab a case of beer and play Mario Kart that night instead. I only tagged along because she asked me to, which I'm always perfectly happy to do. Glad I did. Oh my gosh. Sometimes you need certain people in your life so your life wouldn't go bad. That didn't really come out the way that I wanted it to come out. But basically what I'm saying is just be around good people, okay? I really hope something happened to him. Like, did I report him or something? Because that's the right thing to do. I matched with a guy on Tinder. He was really charming and seemed nice. He asked me to fly down to Atlantic City for Memorial Day weekend. Said he would pay for everything, airfare, hotel, food, etc. But I had never met him before and he refused to give me his phone number. I was uncomfortable flying to meet a stranger, so I told him no. 2 weeks later, he was on the news for doing something horrible that I don't even want to say. Yeah. If it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. I moved a dresser into the basement at my mum's house before I moved out. I lost my grip and fell down almost an entire flight of stairs against a solid cinder block wall, the dresser right behind. Somehow I managed to walk away unharmed. It was unlikely to kill me, but I'm still surprised I walked away without being hurt or breaking anything. Yo, it's always so dangerous to move something like downstairs. You know, like if you're moving something and that thing's heavier than you and then that furniture gets misplaced and all of a sudden it's sliding down, it's gonna pull you down with them. I mean, it's gonna pull you down with it, okay? Not them because they're not a person. But yeah. Met a girl on a dating app in college. Wasn't super attracted to her, but she was cool, successful, and owned her own house. We talked for like 6 hours one evening. I worked evenings 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. and the next day I didn't have class, so I slept until like 11 a.m. I woke up to like 5 missed calls and 10 text messages, both SMS and IM, in varying degrees of anger and sadness, mainly asking me what she did wrong and why I'm already ignoring her. I apologized and told her my work schedule, to which she apologized. Then she immediately starts trying to make plans for a date the next night. I just couldn't get over how obnoxiously pushy and clingy she already was, after not even 24 hours of getting to know me. I noped out and was glad this had happened early and not later on. Wow. That's really clingy. Like, not even 24 hours? Like, they literally talked for 6 hours. Like, what more do you want to talk about? For someone who loves my alone time so much, this is like really, really crazy. I mean, I could game with someone for like 6 hours plus, right? If we're just on Discord and talking, but we have to be gaming. Still, that's really long. Like, I need to do my things. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!